Hi, I'm Cory Bannister from La Trobe Financial, and today I'm going to talk to you about some of the myths associated with non-bank lenders. As you know, the Australian financial landscape is changing considerably in recent times. We're seeing the simplification of the major banks' strategies, which has resulted in a constriction of credit and cautiousness amongst consumers. Consumers yesterday could go to the major bank with confidence that their needs would be served. Today, this is not always the case. That's where non-banks come in. We're stepping in to fill the void left by the major banks to ensure many Australian consumers who were previously bankable clients can still have their finance needs met. Number one, that non-banks only deal with people with impaired credit history. What we're seeing now is an increasingly high standard of credit applications coming through. We've seen the major banks, as part of their simplification strategy, either exit out of particular product segments or perhaps tighten their criteria to a point where yesterday's bankable customers are now coming to non-banks for a home. We're seeing more prime applications than ever before. Sure, we do cater for borrowers with credit impairments, but it represents only a really small part of our business now. What we are seeing is some more applications for those with income variability, employment variability, the rise of the gig and e-commerce economies, Uber, Airtasker, second, third jobs. We're seeing more and more of this, and the major banks' automated credit scoring systems just simply can't handle it. It needs a manual credit underwriting process, and that's what non-banks afford. We've got the human capital here available to manually assess and give each of those applications the due consideration that the major banks at this stage are not in a position to do so. So it's not about credit impairment, it's often about people who have some kind of variability in their employment, their income situation, and they need a manual credit assessment.